In this video, we're going to talk about if high ticket sales is too saturated. Are there too many people doing this now? Can you not get a good role anymore? Can you still get into this and make good money? That's what we're going to talk about. So first, let's talk about why people think something is saturated in the first place and why most of the time this is bullshit. When people see a ton of people doing something, like you see tons of people doing high ticket sales, your first thought is usually, oh, well, there's so many people doing this now. It must be much harder to get into and succeed. It must be too late. I should have gotten in early when no one knew what this was. This is just a wrong way of thinking, and this is why. When something is saturated, that just means that there's a huge demand for that thing. That's all that it means. So I'll give you an example. In business terms, you have these two terms, red ocean and blue ocean. A red ocean just means that a business or a product is already proven. So it's already being sold successfully. It just means that there's lots of people doing this same business. So there's tons of competitors, there's tons of people buying this thing, and the term red ocean just comes from it refers to like a bunch of sharks in the water fighting over something. So there's blood in the water. It just means that many, many people are making tons of money with this business or this product. Now, blue oceans are businesses or products that don't exist yet. So they have a lot of potential for success. It just means that no one is doing them yet. So what people will do is they'll think, oh, well, if no one's doing it, I must be able to make all the money, right? Oh, I can take all the money. But this is, again, a wrong way of thinking. An example of this is people see someone start an app, right? Like Instagram, for example, or YouTube, and they make billions and billions of dollars. So the average person thinks, well, if I want to get rich, I have to come up with this amazing new idea. It's all about the idea, right? But this is false. That is extremely, extremely rare that something like that is going to happen. Most businesses have tons, most businesses that people run, there's thousands of other people running the same business, which is proof that you don't need to come up with a new idea. You know what I mean? With a blue ocean, like say an Instagram app, you have no proven concepts, okay? Like no one knows what this product is, so it's extremely hard to sell to the market. And you have to figure everything out from zero if you're the guy that's starting it. So why do you want something to be a red ocean if you can't tell already? If you are a beginner and you are early on in business, you absolutely want to do red oceans. With high ticket sales, for example, there's tons of businesses that need good salespeople. So the demand for them is through the roof. And since there's no set recruiting process in place for these businesses to find these good salespeople, you have programs like mine that have come along to fill that hole in the market. So on both sides, you have people who are succeeding wildly. The businesses are succeeding and they need salespeople. So you have all these people who are succeeding in the sales department. If businesses didn't need salespeople constantly, then a lot of people would not be starting these high ticket programs that you see all over your YouTube and Instagram feed, and there wouldn't be so many people looking for these jobs. The fact that everyone is doing this is proof that you can be highly successful at this. That's if there's the most important line from this video, it's that. The fact that everyone is doing this is your assurance that you can succeed at it. You know? So if you're trying to get into high ticket sales or start a business, you just want to look at what things other people are already doing and just do that. Because it's already working. I can't stress that enough. People are buying this thing. People are succeeding at this thing. And in terms of there being too many people doing it, just because lots of people are selling or doing something doesn't mean that the whole market of opportunity has been exhausted. That is usually, most of the time, impossible. So I'll give you an example. When McDonald's became successful, someone else came along and said, oh, I'm gonna start a fast food burger place too, and I'm just gonna call it Wendy's or Burger King, whatever. And those people were extremely successful. They didn't go, oh no, McDonald's is already selling hamburgers It's too saturated for me to sell cheap, nasty cheeseburgers. I'll never succeed. I'll just stay a poor loser and complain in comment sections. No, they saw, oh, this is working. Tons of people are buying this. This is a successful business model. I'll just do the same thing. And now he's made more money. Those people have made more money than you could probably ever count. All because they just did what someone else was doing successfully, what was already working. So like if you're new and you're just starting, this is what you want to do 100% of the time. It just basically ensures your success. And it blows my mind how many people are just like, oh, well, it's just too saturated. There's so many people doing it. When anyone that's run a business for like 6 months knows that's a good thing, up to a certain point of scale. The best rule, if you are trying to get into like make money online stuff or online business stuff, is if you see someone say something in a comment section, it's wrong 100% of the time. It's wrong. I don't even read comment sections anymore at all. Like it's just, all you're going to find in comment sections is idiots, losers, angry people, dumbasses. Like that's who you're engaging with. It's like you're in a room engaging with the stupidest, biggest losers on the planet all day on every single social media post that you consume. Because you go straight to the comments. Those are the people that you're engaging with. You're choosing to do that. The people that are leaving like long comments trying to sound like they know what they're talking about is because they have nothing going on in life at all. If they did, they wouldn't be angry and scrolling and wasting time leaving comments on bullshit social media posts. Okay, they have nothing going on in life, so they have to get their validation from somewhere. They have no achievements. And they think that this is why they're having discussions on the internet, okay? It's because they have nothing going on, and they're the losers that I was talking about before that think talking about something is some kind of achievement. It's not. Like leaving a comment or getting into a comment argument with someone and like, oh, I gotta be right, I gotta win this argument, like that is not an achievement. It's just crazy to me that people do this. Successful people are not in comment sections, only broke and angry people. No exceptions. It's the same with like Reddit. I'll see people leave these long ass replies that I know took this person like over an hour to write, maybe longer. And I'm thinking, what type of person does this? They obviously don't have anything going on because they have the time to do this. So they have no life. They're probably broke. They have no mission that they're waking up each day focused on and attacking. And they're probably just super bitter. You can't go wrong with this. If someone says something in a comment section, they have no idea what they're talking about. And most of make money online business, high ticket sales, social media content, all of the people, 99% of the people commenting on this content are fucking stupid. They're idiots, bro. The stupid idiots are always the loudest. You can't go wrong with this. So when you get myths like saturation perpetuated over and over in your brain because you're reading comment sections all day where people say these things over and over, you just take it as a fact instead of using your own brain and seeking out the facts, which I'm trying to lay out for you here in this video. Saturation or red ocean is a good thing. It just means everyone is buying it. Everyone is doing it. It means there's a ton of money to be made for you. So there's nothing for you to figure out. You just need to go in and do what's working. It's much easier for you to succeed at. And another example, to try to make this even more clear, is I have several business owner friends who make way more money than I do. And all they do is look for saturated markets to go into because they know that they can come in and they can make money immediately. They can set up a sales funnel, throw a ton of money at paid traffic, and instantly be making money because the product is already proven. Or the niche is already proven. Like people are in this market buying this product. Proven. It works. Saturation is like a broke person myth. Because if you're a beginner and you try to do something that no one else is doing, you are extremely likely to fail. Because no one else is doing it. There's a reason no one else is doing it. Because it doesn't work. That's why no one else is doing it. And I don't think you understand how many people, for example, let's go back to high ticket sales. When people say, oh, too many people are doing it. I don't think you understand how many people would have to be doing something for it to be completely, legitimately saturated, where you could never compete or make any money. Most markets are unfathomably huge. America alone is approaching what, like 400 million fucking people? You know how many people that is? Just in America. That's insane, bro. And sales, internet business is basically becoming a mass market. Whereas before it was super niche, it's just only becoming more and more like widespread. So it's only getting easier technically. And also, let's talk about the huge market thing. Amazon, for example, has absolutely dominated the e-commerce space, and yet there are still massive companies like eBay. And then thousands and thousands and thousands of smaller people who sell the same things online on their own website, and they're still wildly successful, making millions of dollars off their tiny e-commerce businesses. Even with the absolute behemoth of Amazon just bending them over and dominating them, running them over, flattening them every single day, they're still making millions of dollars. You would think, oh, well, Amazon e-commerce is over. Amazon's taken it all. They're one of the biggest companies in the world. Yet there's still thousands and thousands and thousands of people making tens of millions of dollars in e-commerce each. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, the markets are huge, bro. Like, you can't even fathom how many people are participating in every single market. And even more is 99% of people, especially when it comes to like internet business stuff, they're not even actually participating in the market. They're just watching from the sideline. They're just consuming information and consuming content. They're not actually doing anything. They're not applying for jobs. They're not reaching out to businesses. They're not doing this at all. Most of the people who have reached out to me over the years about getting into high ticket sales, I'm telling you literally 95% plus of all the people who come to me and say, I want to do this, they never do shit. They don't send the first message. They don't even apply to one job. They're just fucking watching content for like 2 weeks, and then they're gonna get distracted and go on to something else, and they're gonna do that for the rest of their life and end up on Reddit leaving fucking novel long paragraphs. This is most people. They're not participating in the market. They're not your competition. I was talking about this in the last video. Most people think, like, if you imagine like whatever it is that you're trying to succeed at, most people imagine it like a highway that's just deadlocked traffic. They're like, oh, I want to achieve at this thing, but everyone else is trying to do it too. There's so much competition. I can't get anywhere. No lanes are open. I'm just screwed, right? But in reality, if you actually start trying at anything, you see, oh, there's fucking no one on the highway. I'm the only person out here. It's just wide open for me to just drive straight down. You may have to drive for a while, but nothing is stopping you except for you. It's not other people. It's not other cars on the road. There's not too many people. It's nothing. It's you choosing not to get in the car and drive until you get there, even if that takes a while. But that's all you. It's you that's stopping you. The thoughts of believing saturation. The thoughts of, oh, there's too many people. Oh, I'm not sure if I can. They're all just thoughts. They're all just stories in your brain that are stopping you from taking action, when in reality, the road is wide the fuck open. You just haven't even started the fucking car. This applies to anything in life. I don't care how weird it is, that whatever niche you want to do, this concept applies to everything. Most people do not fucking do shit. They're not doing anything but watching TV, scrolling social media. They're not working on anything. Nothing is saturated. There is nothing that you can't do. You are stopping you. So high ticket sales is not saturated in the way that you think about it. You can make a ton of money doing this, and you will be able to forever. And even though there are lots of people applying for these jobs, your competition, as we just went over, is not as stiff as you think it is. Many of the people that are applying for these jobs, because this is all that I do and I get to see this shit all the time, many of the people that are applying for these jobs are the comment weirdos I was talking about earlier, and they haven't left the house in a month except to walk downstairs to get their fucking DoorDash order, and they got 12 seconds of fresh air, and they've lost touch with reality because their entire life experience comes from a screen, which might be most of you watching this, which is terrifying. Just take like 85% of the people applying to these jobs and cut them out. They're not your competition. They're not getting consideration for the roles. They're just complete dummies. I'll give you an example that happens all the time. Most people, when they fill out a job application, they're given specific instructions on how to fill out the application or how to submit it. And they will instantly screw it up immediately because they're too dumb to read all the instructions. Or they can't even read. I think that might be part of the problem, is most people can't even read, but they can't even pay attention and focus long enough to read 2 entire paragraphs and just follow basic instructions that are written on a screen. Like, they cannot even read an entire page of words that someone has written out as like, hey, you need to fill out the application like this. They instantly do it wrong. Instantly. Right? Like that's tough. I see this all the time. So you have nothing to be worried if you're not one of these people. And one of the last reasons that you shouldn't worry about this saturation stuff, are there too many people doing it? I'm so afraid it won't work for me because other people are doing it. Stuff is, I kind of mentioned this earlier, but internet business is only growing more and more rapidly. And all of them use remote salespeople. So not only are these businesses getting way larger, but more and more people are starting internet businesses, which means the need for salespeople is only growing, and it's growing fast. If you don't believe me, you could check back in a year or two when double the amount of people are trying to get these remote sales jobs. You're gonna be like, damn, I should have done that a year ago. Right now, there's more than enough opportunity, and there will be forever, in my opinion, but the longer you wait, naturally more and more people are going to start doing it. So it's more opportune for you to get into anything earlier. That's always going to be true, right? And get a head start. And it will get more competitive as more and more people get into it, but that's fine, because the bottom line with these sales roles is you can work at home, you can make an easy 6 figures, the work is not hard to do, there's growing demand for you. Obviously, many more people are going to want to do that when they hear about it. So regardless if you can succeed forever in it or not, wouldn't you rather get ahead of as many people as possible? That's the punchline. Now, knowing that, are you going to let some small upfront difficulties stop you from doing this and making money? And by upfront difficulties, I'm talking about all the things that you tell yourself in your mind that we mentioned earlier, or worrying about, oh, I may have to work hard. It may take me a while to figure this out on my own if I want to get a good role. Oh, I have to send some messages, some applications. Oh, maybe I do have to join a paid job program or a network. Oh well, how bad do you want something? And most business is moving online. So this online sales, high ticket sales space is not only growing, but it's getting way larger. You'll look back in like 5-10 years and think, damn, I could have done that. I really could have done that. But I let all this bullshit in my mind stop me. I saw this video from this internet guy and he told me how great it was, but I didn't do shit. Instead, I chose to listen to these faceless dumbasses in a comment section and believe the lies that they told me. Now is the time to do this. You are way early. And final pieces of encouragement, sales in general is recession proof. Literally, it doesn't matter what's going on with the economy, I make money. So even if saturation was a real problem, it wouldn't matter because sales is never going anywhere. You can always find a business to sell for and make better money than 90% of the population because businesses need sales to survive. Salespeople are the only people who never get fired and they have full control over their income. People are always buying things no matter how bad the economy is. So you just have to position yourself between those people and the things that they are buying, and you can make all the money that you want. That's the end of the video. If you want my help getting a closer role or a setter role, just go to the link in the description. Until next time.